Welcome to our webinar on IOSH membership. My name is Ali Barakat, and I'm a grade IOSH member, and I'm working as HSC site lead at BP in West Nile Delta Gas Production Plant. Today, I'm going to be your host during the webinar, and we are thrilled to have you join us to learn more about IOSH and how to become a member and how the membership can benefit you and your career. This webinar is one of the events that we will always be proud of in ProSafe. In ProSafe, we always looking for adding value to the people by giving them the opportunity and the resources that they helping them to get more and more and to be familiar with what's the new in the field of health and safety all over the world. This is one of the events that we will host Ms. Karen Gull, IOSH membership client relationship manager. So yeah, join us and join me, please, in welcoming Karen. Hi, Karen, and welcome in the webinar.
Hi, Ali. Thank you very much. So can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
Loud and clear.
Okay. So I am the
Super.
membership client relationship manager at IOSH, and I look after all individuals and organizations who join us. I say individually because you can join as a single member or you can join under a company membership. My colleague Hilary is also on the call and will be able to help with any questions at the end of the presentation, as she works for our professional development team. So hopefully, if you have any questions and you are an IOSH member, please do ask them in the chat or wait until the end of the presentation. Presentation will take about 25 minutes, and then we'll have a question and answer session at the end.
Great. So before we get started, a few housekeeping items. This session is being recorded and will be available for replay. And please use quality questions and ask feature to submit any questions or write it down in the chat. And always feel free to engage with us using the chat or raising your hand if you'd like to comment or add anything during our discussion. So now let's dive into our topic, IOSH memberships. First, a brief about IOSH, the institute or the institution of occupational safety and health, as a world leading chartered member and chartered body for health and safety professionals, with over 47,000 members in more than 130 countries. IOSH is dedicated to creating a safer and healthier world of work. IOSH offers a range of resources, support, and professional development opportunities to help safety professionals at every stage of their careers. Membership provides access to a wealth of knowledge, networking opportunities, and professional recognition. So I cannot speak more about membership, especially when Karen was us here. So over to you, Karen, to take us through the memberships.
Thank you, Ali. Very well said.
Presentation. Thank you.
So I will just very briefly explain who IOSH is, but I think Ali's done a very good job there. I will go through our membership fees and also the concessionary rate that you may be able to apply for, and then telling you a bit more about the value that IOSH as a membership body can bring to you in your personal job roles, covering the competency framework, IOSH membership grades, CPD and blueprint benefits, and the further support that we offer. So quite rightly, as I said, Ali has explained what our vision is there, and our mission is to lead the way in global occupational health and safety. We are the world's largest chartered body for safety and health professionals, with now just over 50,000 members globally. And we offer professional qualifications and training in order to raise the global standards of health and safety in the workplace. We champion occupational safety and health causes and advocate for change. So how does this all benefit you? Once you have joined IOSH, we give you that constant support in your OSH development through our industry groups and our CPD. We help you through your professional journey, no matter what qualifications and experience you have, we will find the right pathway for you. Helping you to deliver your work competently. If we are producing CPD that isn't relevant or there's certain topics that you want us to cover, we can discuss that. And our resource library is constantly growing. We have branches all over the world and can put you in connection with those. And as the regions grow, we may consider new branches and online communities. So there's a big element of networking and support there. Now you can join us as an affiliate member. Everyone joins as an affiliate member, and the cost of joining is 216 UK pounds. Now, if you earn more than £20,820, you would pay the 216. But as we work internationally, we are very much aware that salaries vary from country to country. And if you earn less than the £20,820, we do offer a concessionary rate of a 50% discount. Now, at the end of the presentation, I will bring this slide up again, so you've got my contact details. Should you wish to apply for the concessionary rate, or you don't want to join online and you want me to send you up an application form, so that information will reappear. So I just wanted to make you very aware that we are an international body, and we do consider the fact that everyone's salaries vary throughout the world, so we can offer that additional support. And what does this mean to you? We support our members to create safer workplaces, which ties into our vision of a better and safer world of work. We provide our members with the very latest information via the CPD that we offer, and we do this through our competency framework, our membership grade structure, CPD, the international networking, and with the IOSH Stamp of Excellence as a recognisable global body, it puts you ahead when being considered by an employer. So if you're going for a job, what we have found is that if the management team have two CVs in front of them, and one says that you are an IOSH member and one says that you are not an IOSH member, generally, you know, that IOSH Stamp of Excellence is recognised, because what it's saying is that not only do you have the qualifications, but you have the experience also. And that has been recognised by the largest global membership body for OSH professionals. Now, if you are a member of ours, you would have seen the competency framework, which covers 3 categories, 12 areas and 69 competencies. So our starting point is based on our competency framework that underpins our membership grade structure. We are aware that the workplace has undergone many changes in recent years, and safety and health professionals now need a broader set of skills, knowledge and behaviour to manage and drive change. And that's where our competency framework comes in. Members can use this to identify gaps in their knowledge and areas where they can benefit. It's not a one-size-fits-all tool. The range of competencies required for each individual role will vary and depend on factors such as sector, your seniority or career stage, and the size of the organisation. So as you can see there, it's built up of 3 categories: technical, core, and behavioural. Technical is the health and safety law, risk management, incident management, culture and sustainability. Behavioural, as you can see there in the lower right-hand corner, and then the core competencies, those 3: strategy, planning and leadership management. So what we have taken is we've taken our competency framework and we have built that into our Blueprint software tool. So as a member, you would join us, pay your membership fees, and you would gain access to this Blueprint tool. That's what we're looking at on the screen there. As you can see, these competencies in this circle have been broken down into boxes. And as a member, you would click on each box to detail your qualifications and experience and fill in that competency, working your way through behavioural, core and technical. when we refer to IOSH Blueprint, this is the IOSH Blueprint. It is a software tool that holds our competency framework. Everyone can develop themselves. Our members can use our continuing professional development CPD program to increase their competence in areas that matter to your business. As all members have access to the CPD tool, they can plan, learn, apply, and reflect on their competencies as an IOSH professional. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner there, you've got the CPD resource library, which holds thousands of pieces of CPD that you can access. And once you have completed your CPD, whether it be through our resource library, attending one of our webinars, any form of learning and development that you've done for your job role, you can log it on the left-hand side here under My Continuing Professional Development CPD record. And in the middle section, you've got your personal development plan. So this sets the foundation for all development across your staff and will assist them to progress across the membership grade structure. Staff will also be expected to complete our ethics module, which Hilary and I will tell you a bit more about at the end of the presentation. Now, here we have our membership grade. So as I said, everyone joins us initially as an affiliate member, unless you're a student on an IOSH accredited course. However, in this case, I think everyone on this presentation and attending this webinar would join us as an affiliate member. Once you have an accredited level 3 qualification plus 1 year's relevant experience, or to make it more relevant, let me explain what I mean by an accredited level 3 qualification. So in the UK, that's what we call it. Internationally, a level 3 to level 5 equivalent would be a post-school or pre-university qualification. So a qualification you've done after school, before university, or a certificate or diploma. And 1 year's experience would take you up to technical membership. To then upgrade from technical membership, you would need to have an accredited level 6 qualification plus 2 years relevant IOSH experience. And the equivalent of a level 6 qualification would be a qualification locally to you, which would be above the equivalent, sorry, a level 6 or above would be the equivalent to a degree or a master's qualification. You would then be able to progress to certified membership. And from certified membership, you would then be able to complete our initial professional development route, which would lead to chartered membership. So as you can see, dependent on your qualifications and experience really depends on what grade you would be able to progress to. Now, we recognised about 1.5 years ago that we have a lot of members who may have that senior leadership experience and have worked their way up the occupational safety and health ladder, but not completed any qualifications. And these are the individuals who have been working in the industry for 5 to 10 years and have that relevant IOSH leadership experience, but didn't have the qualifications. So as I said, these are individuals who have 5 to 10 years of IOSH relevant leadership experience, but have never done a qualification. We realised that there was no route for them to membership, so we brought out our experiential route, which you can see on the left-hand side in red there. So again, these individuals would join as an affiliate member, but if they don't have a qualification, however, they have 5 to 10 years of relevant IOSH experience, they would be able to follow our experiential route, which simplifying it is very similar to the initial professional development route and would take them independent on their qualifications and, in this case, experience to certified or chartered membership. And if anyone's interested in that route, we can do a follow-up webinar giving more detail about that. So why become a chartered member? So the chartered membership status has a designation CMIOSH. Once you're a chartered member, you're able to use that designation after your name. And the reason that our members aspire to this is because it's internationally recognised. Anyone who looks at your CV or your LinkedIn or any profile of yours will be instantly be able to recognise that this individual is a chartered member of IOSH, they have the experience and they have the qualifications. It's a process of assessment and interview to meet those standards that you would go through. And as I said, it is a career goal for many of our IOSH professionals because it brings that international recognition, that respect, and it's trusted by the public as they know who we are. So a bit about CPD. What is CPD? CPD, continuing professional development, is anything that you have learnt for your role, any development with regards to your IOSH experience, and it works by assessing what knowledge you need, learning through, as I said, webinars, reading a journal, our CPD library, whatever it may be, and recording your CPD and then applying that knowledge. And it's a continuous circle that our members go through because we're in an ever-changing world of work. So we would expect our members to keep their CPD up to date. You also need to, once a year, Hilary will correct me if I'm wrong, complete the ethics module every year. And these are monitored by our CPD team. There are various benefits of CPD. As I said, for most people, it is that continuing learning process. It's keeping your knowledge up to date. And as an IOSH member, we ask you to do this because you are representing IOSH as a member of ours. So it shows credibility, which helps build trust. Plus, through our IOSH jobs, we offer international employment opportunities. It's a real benefit to being part of the IOSH network, industry groups, and here are some of the member benefits that you would be able to access. So as I said, it gives you that IOSH stamp of excellence as a member. It's widely recognised, so you can use that on your CV and your LinkedIn profiles and so on. It gives you access to Blueprint, which is where we hold all our CPD, and you can record your development there. We also have a future leaders community. So our future leaders community is a group of individuals who are maybe sometimes in their earlier careers and are very inspirational. They do various talks for us. You are very welcome to join that community. We have networking and events that are not only face-to-face, but the majority are via webinars, so you can access those, and they are broken down into our industry groups. So whether you work in construction, food and drink, logistics, transport, whatever industry it may be, we have an industry group that you can join. Now, the question may be, why do you have so many industry groups? Because we're very aware that with occupational safety and health, certain industries will have certain issues, and it's a great opportunity to network with like-minded individuals in the same industry as yourself and share questions and answers and gain that support. We have an IOSH mentoring scheme, so if you are progressing to chartered membership or chartered fellowship, we can put you in touch with a mentor, and this is a fabulous benefit that we have had loads of feedback on. It's that additional support when you want to get to chartered membership or fellowship. We have an IOSH benevolent fund and the concessionary rates if needed. We have the IOSH magazine and various extras that go with the magazine that you would receive as a member of ours. And we have an international IOSH career hub, which we're constantly adding to as we are doing a lot of work outside of Europe and the UK at present. So the Mentoring Career Hub, it offers you that additional support with professional development through e-learning and short courses. We have soft skill courses, support for progression, and links via the branches and industry groups to international members and employers. And we try to, with our mentoring groups, put you in touch with somebody from the same industry or potentially the same region who can give you that additional support. As I mentioned earlier, the Future Leaders community, we have a LinkedIn group. We have tailor-made events that they will carry out, so you're very welcome to attend. And a lot of advice and personal experiences are shared within that. Finally, we have various publications, regular newsletters, and the IOSH magazine, which will keep you up to date with things that are happening internationally. And now on to Q&As. I've noted some questions and answers that we've had at previous webinars here. So is there a discount on annual membership renewal? No, there isn't a discount because we do offer the concessionary rate where needed. However, our membership fees are very reasonable. We can send you an invoice. You can pay by BACS transfer or you can pay by card. And to upgrade membership, once you've joined as a member, we would request that you send us a copy of your CV and qualifications so we can arrange an appropriate category transfer and have that conversation with you. So thank you very much for your time. I am just going to move back to this slide, which gives you that information on the next steps. So my contact details, you can get in touch for an application form. The application form would then be processed and you would get a link to apply for membership. So thank you very much for your time. Ali, do you want to field any questions that there may be in the chat?
Yeah, thank you, Karen, and thanks for the fruitful information about IOSH and how to become a member and all of the things regarding CFD and what the items that might found in our journey. Actually, it's good to start with this slide. I'm going to translate it to the people in Arabic since all of us, not all of us, many of us will have the same credit for the discount here. So I will translate it to Arabic for the people to have more benefit of that. مساء الفل شباب. احنا في الجزء ده في نقطة مهمة جدا محتاجين احنا نكون عارفينها، بما اننا معظمنا شغال في مصر والمرتبات عندنا مش افضل حاجة. فالجزئية دي جزئية مهمة جدا تكونوا عارفينها، وهو ان لو احنا دخلنا السنوي اقل من 1,400,000 جنيه تقريبا، فاحنا في الحالة دي هنبقى eligible او ان احنا مرشحين الى ان احنا ناخد خصم 50% على التجديد السنوي بتاع الايش ممبرشيب بتاعتك. فانت بدل ما هتدفع كل سنة 260 او 200 سوري 216 جنيه استرليني، انت هتدفع 208 جنيه استرليني. وده ممكن تعمله ازاي؟ عن طريق ان انت بتملى ابلكيشن معين
108
وبتبعته
هندسة.
للايش.
حضرتك
سوري،
تقصد
108.
108.
بشكرك جدا. فهتملى الابلكيشن ده وهتبعته، هتبعت اتش ار ليتر من الشركه اللي انت شغال فيها للايش او للايش ممبرشيب او الادمن. هيرد عليك وهيخفض لك هيعمل لك الديسكاونت، وهتقدر وقتها ان انت تعمل تدفع الممبرشيب بتاعتك بالسعر ده. any questions in this part؟ اي سؤال في الجزئيه دي يا شباب؟ Okay, so now for the questions. We have one question regarding, is there any scholarship or any program for IOSH to provide to the people? Karen, can you answer this question?
We don't have scholarships. What I am going to do is I'm just going to bring my colleague Hilary into the conversation. Hilary works for the professional development team and is answering some questions in the chat I can see now. So if I can ask Hilary, can you unmute yourself? Are you able to do that?
Yes, that's fine.
Brilliant, Hilary. So I'm not aware of any scholarships we offer.
Not as far as I'm aware, but I was just going to say something about assessment of qualifications. So just to be clear, that the qualifications that we can assess have to be qualifications in health and safety. So as Kieran mentioned in the presentation, for technical membership, we would be looking at a recognised level 3 health and safety qualification. And I will put our accredited qualifications link into the chat shortly so that people can check. And also 1 year's operational experience in health and safety. For certified membership, we're looking for a level 6 health and safety qualification and evidence of a minimum of 2 years health and safety experience. And again, we do have a list of IOSH accredited qualifications, but if members also have level 3 or level 6 qualifications that do not appear on that list and they are in health and safety, we also have a non-accredited process. So providing that those qualifications are level 6 or level 3 health and safety qualifications, we can still review them. When qualifications are submitted to us, we ask for three things. We would need the final certificate for any qualification. We also need unit evidence, so that would be any unit certificates or transcripts of results, and then a current CV. So I hope that explains a little bit more about it, but I just did want to stress that we do need to see health and safety qualifications only assessed. I don't know if anybody's got any questions that they'd like to ask me about qualifications.
Actually, we have a good question regarding the qualifications for certified IOSH. I believe we talked about that many times before regarding NABUSH diploma. And can you give us the update of the status of the NABUSH diploma now, since it has been stopped for a time, and now the people start comparing between NABUSH diploma and CSP. So Hilary, can you take us through that?
So again, we would ask, so there are a variety of NEBOSH diplomas. There's a NEBOSH diploma in occupational health and safety, and there's also the NEBOSH diploma for health and safety management professionals. But in every case, we would ask that the certificate is submitted to us because we need to see certificates that have been regulated by an awarding body. If the certificate hasn't been regulated, then we need to check the enrolment date. So it's very, very important, if anybody holds a NEBOSH diploma and they'd like us to assess it, that is sent to us. And the same with the CSP qualification. We would need to see, as I put in the chat, we need to see the wall certificate for CSP before we can make a decision.
Yeah, great. So there's no black and white answer for that. So each case have to submit the certificate, and
yes, we
you
do.
are going
We
to
do
review
have
that.
to see, in every case, we have to see the certificates that are submitted because there's slight variation in
Yeah, great.
what we're looking for. But I will post in the chat to everyone, in the meeting group chat, I will post the accredited qualifications link so that everyone can check on what's currently accredited.
Yeah, well received. So is it clear for you guys? Ahmed, Hamid, is it clear for you?
I was also going to say something a little bit
okay,
about the
great.
experiential route, if that's okay. So as Kieran mentioned, the experiential route is for those members who perhaps do not have formal qualifications in health and safety, but have a lot of experience of working in health and safety at a senior level. So with the experiential route, we are looking for people who've been working for 5 to 10 years in senior roles. And we have a process for assessing candidates with this kind of experience. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the experiential route link into the group chat because it will take members through a sequence of questions where they can assess their own eligibility, and then it will request a CV. On the CV, we recommend that members stress their the leadership aspects of their health and safety experience. But again, we are looking specifically for health and safety experience, and this route is only available for those people who do not have formal qualifications, particularly at level 6 in health and safety. So I'll pop that link into the chat now, as I think people may find that quite helpful.
Yeah, actually, for me, it's a very, very helpful, and it will help, especially for the people have the experience and did not have time to complete their diploma or level 6 qualifications. So yeah, actually, it's very, very good. But the question here for me is, what kind of experience are we talking about? International companies, or we're talking about national companies, especially for the people working in Egypt and such countries?
So we would look at experience, internationally, that's fine. So we get a lot of CVs coming to us from people who work in, obviously who've worked in many different places, but we are looking for that. Specifically, we're looking for leadership aspects. So in terms of initiatives that you may have developed, projects that you may have led, and also just to be clear, with CVs, we do have to have each job with health and safety responsibilities listed beneath each job.
Sorry, someone trying to ask something. في حد بيتكلم يا شباب، في محتاج يقول سؤال أو حاجة؟ مدحت مدحت السقا. Okay, sorry, Hillary. Go ahead, please.
Oh, sorry. I was just explaining about the layout of CVs that we receive. So in order for us to assess a CV, the best way to set this out is with each job role chronologically, but with the health and safety responsibilities that have been accomplished under each job role. We do see quite a lot of CVs that comes to us with just job roles listed, and then a long list of responsibilities that relate to all those jobs. But we do need to see each job with the responsibilities listed beneath that. We need to see them individually so that we can actually assess the fact that the person has got those 5 to 10 years, because we do need to be clear on the timescales. But we can provide guidance on that if people do want to go through the experiential route.
Yeah, that would be great. So, sorry, I will translate this into Arabic, since I believe most of the people will need to understand this more and more. شباب، يعني أنا هترجم الجزء ده لأن الجزء ده مهم جدا بالنسبة لكم. وهو جزئية مش بالضرورة تخلص النيبش دبلومة أو السي اس بي أو تاخد ليفل 6 ناشونال كواليفيكيشن فريم ورك علشان تقدر تبقى سيرتيفايد ايش أو تقدر تبقى تشارترد ممبر أو فيل ممبر. أنت ممكن لو أنت بقى عندك اكسبيرينس أو عندك خبرة أكتر من 5 سنين ل10 سنين تكتب السي في بتاعتك بطريقة منظمة، تكتب كل شركة انت اشتغلت فيها وتكتب الرولز والريسبونسابيلتيز بتاعتك اللي في الشركة دي، وتحاول تركز على الأجزاء اللي انت كنت فيها بتعمل دور قيادي أو دور إداري، زي مدير مثلا، ديبيتي مانجر أو whatever، وتحاول تكتب الكلام ده بشكل واضح، وتكتب التحديات اللي قابلتك والمبادرات اللي انت ممكن تكون أخدتها في الشغل، وازاي انت قدرت تساعد ان الموقع اللي انت موجود فيها او الشركة اللي انت موجود فيها تبقى مكان أكثر أمانا، وهتبعته. ده هيساعد بشكل كبير جدا الى ان في تيم من الايوش هيبص على السي في بتاعتك، هيقعد معاك وهيتكلم معاك او هيبعت لك مجموعه من الاسئله، لما تجاوب عليها من الممكن ان هو يدخلك اوريدي على الليفل اللي انت المفروض تكون عليه. مش بالضروره ان انت يكون معاك الشهاده الجامعيه او يكون معاك الدرجه العلميه اللي هي زي مثلا نبش دبلومه وزي السي اس بي. فده دي نقطة مهمة جدا، دي نقطة مفيدة جدا، دي حاجة جديدة من ضمن الحاجات اللي الايش عملها في الفترة الأخيرة. متهيألي معظمنا هيستفيد منها بشكل كبير، وبالتحديد مع غلاء الأسعار بالنسبة للنيبش انترناشونال دبلومة أو السي اس بي. لو أي حد عنده أي سؤال في الجزئية دي يا ريت يكتبه في الشات، أو يعني حد حابب يتعامل أو يتفاعل معانا، يعني أنا مش عايز أنا لوحدي اللي أكون بتكلم. Okay, thanks Hillary and thanks Karen for that. We have one question. Do you have a model of CV that you suggest that fits with your requirements?
So unfortunately, we don't have an exemplar CV, but it's just to make sure that, as I mentioned before, that health and safety responsibilities are aligned to job roles. So if you have had 4 or 5 different jobs in your career, we need to see each job individualized with the accomplishments and achievements under each job. Does that make it clear?
Great.
Is that
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right?
Actually, this is what I was looking for. يعني in that, I believe most of the people will have their own and their unique way
Yeah.
of writing down the things. يعني I have only one advice for the people on that. يعني you can use the STAR model. STAR means situation, task, and actions and results. You can write down your rules and responsibilities, and you can mention something like that in your CV. So it will give us, and it will give the people the benefit of what you did in that role and in that company. Okay, we have another question. Can you explain how can have discount of membership procedure?
Yes, so if you email me, I will just put my email address again in the bottom there. I will send you an application form. Once you have completed the application form, we will send you the link for the concessionary rate. And as I said, if you earn less than £20,820, so we'll need to convert that for you, we will be able to offer you the concessionary rate, and you will need to provide proof of earnings or a statement or something from your employer to prove that.
Right. Thanks, Karen, for that. I believe this answered the question of Hisham Taha. Any other questions?
I'm sorry, I was just going to add that I've put the professional development team's email address in the chat also. So we are available on pds@iosh.com. So I work in the professional assessment team. So my role is assessing qualifications. So, obviously once you have affiliate membership and you're looking to upgrade, then you would send your documentation into that email address.
I think Ibrahim's got a question there.
Yeah, maybe coming, for example, as per my experience, not my certificates or my qualifications. I believe he trying to say, regardless the qualifications of the people, can we focus only on the experience? I believe the answer is yes.
So when we receive a CV, usually the CV has listed the education and the qualifications and then the experience. If we see that the person has got a relevant health and safety level 6 qualification on that CV, if that CV has come to us via the experiential link, we will go back to the member and suggest that they proceed with the qualification. Because obviously, they've already done that, so they've done part of the work. So the experiential route is really for those people who haven't got formal qualifications. IOSH thought it was very important to recognise those people who were in the profession, who'd been working in the profession for a long time at a senior level. I hope that explains that.
Yeah, great. So we have another question from Muhammad Tolba. What is benefits after observing the CV back about me? Hillary.
What is the benefits after observe the CV?
I believe he's trying to say, is it going to reflect it in my membership? So what is the maximum level that I can reach?
So when we're assessing for the experiential route, applicants are applying for either certified or chartered membership.
Great. Okay. We have another question. What kind of evidence for work experience that you accept or recognize? Actually, I don't know if we are talking about the discount or we are talking about the CV.
Well, I'm guessing that that's possibly about the CV. So again, the work experience must be in health and safety, and we're really talking about managerial level and above. So managerial, director, that's the kind of level of experience that we would be looking at.
Yeah, great. So I believe this has answered the question. Okay, any other question, people? What is meaning the levels of IOSH? I believe we covered this at the beginning of the session, Ibrahim. So it will be good to rewatch again the video.
I can share the slides.
Yeah,
this particular slide will explain the different
Yeah, great.
grades and also the qualifications.
Great. Thanks, Karen.
So Amir there is saying some Egyptian, I'm guessing educational establishments give diploma in safety. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I will add some context here before your answer. So we have some institutions and some universities in Egypt given diploma in health and safety, but when I did when I trying to dig more, I found that most of them is not accredited internationally. So it's only accredited nationally, but without a European qualification framework or equivalent to European qualification framework. Is this happened to you before, or someone submit things like that before to you?
So we do have qualifications submitted to us that are not on our accredited list. What we would advise there is that, again, the certificate and unit evidence and CV are submitted to us. If we can't immediately accredit the qualification, we would be able to send that through to our accreditation team, who would then request the member to do a mapping activity, and they would look at the qualification and let you know whether it can equate to an IOSH qualification. So even if it doesn't appear on the accredited list, as long as it's level 3 and level 6 in health and safety, we would be able to review it for you. But it does involve some work on your behalf in terms of filling in an application form and completing a mapping activity.
Great. So I believe we can say let's do it case by case and by submitting that, and the reviewing team will see if it's accredited or if it's can give the credit to the people. It will help.
Yes, definitely. But just to stress, they do all have to be qualifications in health and safety.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another question. Is the IOSH course considered as membership entry?
I'm guessing that is the IOSH kind of managing safely, working safely. Those are not
Yeah.
accredited courses. They are awareness courses, not accredited courses. So the only IOSH courses that would be considered would be the IOSH level 3 or the IOSH level 6.
Just to say, actually, because we would class those as training courses, but
Right.
obviously those training courses can be used for CPD.
Yeah.
So so important to remember that you know, everything that you do, regardless of whether it's training or qualification, has value.
Okay, great. So we have another request from Muhammad Tulba, but to be honest, I don't know exactly what the PDF he's mentioned. Tulba, do
Is
you
it
mean
the
the
PDF with
presentation, the slide?
or is it the courses that we have approved?
Tulba, please mention or write it down to us. For membership, okay. يعني actually the webinar is recorded, so you can back again to the webinar and see, or if you'd like to have the slide. Karen, is it applicable to send the
Yeah,
presentation to the
of
people?
course it is. Yes, I can put it in a
Yeah,
PDF
great.
format and send it over to you.
Yeah, great. Okay, Amir, I will send to you. Any other questions? Could we get access to your CBD and then ask for the membership?
Hilary, I think you need to be a member to access our CPD.
Yes, you do. I believe, yes, you do.
That's one of the benefits of having that membership.
Yeah, actually, some of the companies now start to apply the CPD in their own system, so it's not it's not a special thing. The criteria or the idea is the same. So the access for the CPD will not help, especially if you are not a member. So it's something like a place you are going to put your plan and are going to manage your plan and try to have something like roadmap or something to help you reaching a certain point. It will reflect in your development plan and developing your career and your understanding and knowledge. Okay, if there is any other questions? Yeah, actually, we have some good questions. We covered some good things.
Yeah.
Anyone want to comment or ask anything? Anyone want to open his mic and engage with us?
If there are any questions that you think about afterwards, please do send us an email.
Yeah, great. So thank you all for joining us today. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Hilary, for your time and for being with us here. We hope you found this webinar informative and that you are excited about the benefits of becoming an IOSH member. Remember, investing in your professional development is key to advancing your career and contributing to a safer and healthier world of work. We have another question here from Muhammad Tolbaz again. What about CBD? Okay, so it's continuous. So actually, go ahead, Hilary, to mention what the meaning of CPD.
CPD is continued professional development, and obviously that can involve lots of different things. It can involve training courses, as we've mentioned, but CPD is anything really which you learn from and which advances your health and safety knowledge. So it could be, it could include reading the IOSH magazine, for example. So really what I'm trying to say is that CPD is quite broad in terms of providing that you can explain what you've learned from it and you've reflected on your experience of CPD, then you can use that. But obviously, as we've previously been asked, you can't access a CPD tool without being a member. So it's important that everyone joins as an affiliate, as Kieran said, and then they get access to Blueprint.
Thank you, Hilary. So a surprise for the attendees, you will have a discount, 300 Egyptian pound in your next course for IOSH, especially in the group of September. اي حد شباب موجود معانا هو مرشح ان هو ممكن ياخد او يستفيد بخصم 300 جنيه على الكورس اللي جاي في مجموعة سبتمبر. كل المطلوب بس انك تكتب اسمك ثلاثي في الشات. So last call for questions or comments. Thank you, everyone, and thanks, Hilary. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.